Were they surprised that you were doing a singing compilation?
So I don't think anyone was too surprised. That's why I'm here with you, just to help people realize that they can try different things, and you don't always have to follow whatever path. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can invent a new way of moving.
100%. And if that comes with mistakes, falling down, getting back up, as long as you're consistent, that new thing can be the thing.
When you mess something up, they love when you get back up.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing, you fall down, everyone can laugh, ha ha, you fell. But when you get back up, people are like, yeah, yeah. Like some of the loudest cheers you hear at a show is when you mess up or you forget your words, and everyone's just like, ah, yeah. And you just come back strong. So like, it almost helps you to mess up because they know that you're brave enough to venture into new waters. So one day, I was at a show and I got invited to leave the show and go hang out with some beautiful people. The person that put the show together, he, politely asked me, hey, you should stay here and support the show that is going on here. I said, you're right. I stayed. And I felt like I was rewarded for that responsible decision. That morning I woke up and I had an email. It was Facebook. It was like, hey, trying to get paid for your reels? I was like, yeah, right now. Give me it. So after posting in February, which was the first month I got it, I made like $126. So it looks like they give you $14 for every 1,000 you get.
Right, and that's not hard to get. 1,000 eyes on the video. That's not really.
You know how much you make for 1,000 views on Spotify? You can't buy a candy bar with that, bro. You can't buy a Twix bar with that.
Love the Grand Rising energy. I thought it was corny initially. Yeah, I thought it was corny at first too, but my boy Alec was like, hey, you gotta do it every day. They gotta see you every day. So I kept it going, but you have been consistent. I need it personally, so thank you for keeping it going. You're welcome. Thank you so much for that comment. Mask rip off is iconic. Yeah, you were right. Ripping off the mask. Hey, a lot of these ideas, you'll be surprised who's feeding them to you. And so my goal is to motivate and entertain, comedy, something like that. I'm still trying to find my lane. So you're watching me. We're all watching each other practice and find our lane until we can become a master at something. Trying to figure out what sticks. What do you want viewers to gain? I want viewers to gain confidence in themselves, buy these products and wear these words, because if you can change the words you use and the words you tell yourself every day, you can change your life. So, Good Day Grand Rising is here to find those that want the inspiration and motivation and want to join a community where others want the same thing. Social media is a beautiful thing. You can create your own world right here at the tip of your fingertips if you know how to properly use these tools.
I'm always talking about pressing buttons. I love when people press buttons. It makes me happy. It raises my self-esteem. It makes me feel validated. I know I don't need external validation, but sometimes I like it. Sometimes I like to eat chocolate and candy. I don't need it. I like it sometimes.
Right.
But now that Facebook has that option for me, you don't have to press the buttons. Just watch it. I get something for it. Before I was like, oh, you watched it and didn't press no buttons. Now I'm like, hey, thanks for watching. It's great. Hey, they really be farting at the counter, bro, and stanking it up like that?
100%.
Oh, no.
See, the thing is, I don't know if people understand, after you fart, the smell follows you. You go. It doesn't just stand there and then you walk away. And follow. So if you fart down the aisle and you come to the register to ask me a question, the moment you stop walking,
that shit runs past them into you.
Yes.
You don't always need to, especially with reels, I don't think your goal is always to display an entire work of art.
Right.
You know, it's just, bam, you're catching attention, showing something, just a general idea. And if they want to dig deeper and look at your larger videos or visit your website or read your book or buy your merch, they can do that if they want. But you're just giving them a little bit to work with. You know what I mean? So
you got to push your products if you want people to find you. It doesn't have to be a whole story or an essay. It can be quick. You touch them, and the ones that like it will come and find you. And the ones that don't, that's cool because you have more content to give them, to feed them. So 100%. The short videos get more views. Short videos either leave you feeling a certain way, whether it's an emotional attachment to the person or product, or it doesn't. It's going to do one or two things. I'll tell you what happens if you don't post. Not a damn thing.
I learned from y'all, and I'm teaching the same people that I learned from. So it's not like I just came up like, hey, I know everything, man. Follow me. Nah, it's like the people that have showed me things, I just turn around and use what they've showed me, build on it, apply my own self to it, and then through that and being consistent with it, they're able to learn things from me in return, just from having another perspective on something they just told me.
Right. And that's how it's supposed to go. You learn something, you apply it, and then you do it. And then people will see you do it, and then lead by example. Like, oh, I guess this works for you. Teach me. And you become a teacher, and then you become a student again. It's like, it's never ending. Just like us and us being creatives, like we have so many different ideas for content when it comes to creating content. Like once you start creating content and you get the feedback from people like, oh, I like what you created. I like what you created. It's like, okay, I can do more.
If you're gonna try things, you have to be prepared to to possibly offend. I don't mean you have to be prepared to offend people, like that's your goal. But be prepared that if you're gonna be yourself, just know that there's gonna be people that disagree with you. If you're trying to reach a lot of people and you're being yourself, somebody out there gonna disagree, and you're gonna have to maneuver that.
No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter who you're friends with, someone is going to be offended. And who's to say they don't have the right to? If you can get past the fear of maybe I'll offend this person or that person, and it's, as long as your content is not malicious or degrading, there's no problem with it. We all have opinions, and we're all creatives, and we can tap into that creative side. I think trying something different is like, it is what we're supposed to be doing to get that stage. And if it doesn't work, you got to try something different. The definition of insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting a different result. So if it's not working for you right now, you got a week, you're posting the same stuff, and you're like, damn, I'm not seeing the numbers. It's because it's not working. You got to try something different.
It's hard to be yourself when you think people will be offended. But you know what? People won't like it. People will be offended. You should be nervous. You should be scared. But that doesn't matter. That's not going to stop you. Go for it. And you'll be rewarded with what? Whatever you want to be rewarded with, as long as you keep working towards it, it'll come to you. You're on your phone all day long, watching videos, leaving comments. Why not try to get paid for it? Why not try to direct that traffic towards something productive? Don't just waste time on the internet scrolling for no reason. Use that time. Use those words to benefit you and the people around you. Much love. Good day, Grand Rising. Good day, Grand Rising. Bless up. One love. Good day, Grand Rising. Bless up. One love.